Hey everyone, it's the Angry Honey Badger here, and it's time for Badger's Picks for Season 3, Week 36. Let's see who's free this week and who I'm going to recommend. Free to play this week, we have Chogath, Corky, Katarina, Ezreal, Malzahar, Sona, Jarvan the Fourth, Lee Sin, Wukong, and Nami. My first pick for this week is going to be Chogath. Chogath's a really fun champion. You see him a decent amount, but not all the time. He's a really good melee mage tank, and he can really be utilized in a lot of positions, which is why he's kind of cool. He's really good in top, he's pretty good in mid, depending on who he's up against. He can also jungle quite well, and he has a true damage ultimate that's really awesome, and plus you can use it on minions to stack up, get health, and become large. So Chogath's just really fun. Once you get used to him too, he has a lot of sustainability in the lane, and he's actually just really beefy late game, and he does a lot of damage still, so he's a really good champion. If you've never played him, you should definitely try him out. He's really fun. Play some Chogath. My next recommendation for this week is going to be Corky. No, it's not. I lied. It's going to be Ezreal. I just changed my mind. Why Ezreal over Corky? Well, as much as Corky's played a lot recently with, the awesomeness of Triforce, Ezreal actually has been gotten a lot better too because of the Triforce buff as well. They're both good champions, obviously, but I'm gonna go with Ezreal here. Just a lot of fun. He deals a lot of damage too, and it's kind of surprising damage. Also, he's a little bit easier too, I think, than Corky, but that's personal preference, I guess. Ezreal's just a lot of fun. He's got a good ultimate. He's got a really solid kit. So if you're looking for a new AD carry that just involves a little bit more skill than some of the normal AD carries like Caitlyn and Ashe, try out Ezreal. He's really fun. He's kind of a good transitioning AD carry because he's kind of like the normal ones, but he's kind of a little bit different, kind of like some of the weird carries. So try out some Ezreal. My next pick for this week is going to be Jarvan. Jarvan is probably one of the best, what I'd call bruisers, because he has one of the strongest passives. It just really hurts a lot when he is actually fighting, and he's got a really good kit. He can get over walls quite easily. He can engage quite hard. Cataclysm, unfortunately, isn't as good as it used to be since everyone has an escape now, but still is a good ultimate that can completely clog lanes up in fights, for better or for worse, depending on how you use it. But he's just really strong. You can play top lane, you can play him in the jungle, which is where you typically will see him. He's been getting played, too, a lot by the pro teams, and he's just really good, just all around. He's got pretty beefy stats, but he does lots of damage. So if you're looking for maybe somebody new in top lane or in the jungle, try out Jarvan. It's a lot of fun, and it hurts a lot as well. And finally, my last pick for today, I'm going to go ahead and pick a support. I'm going to go with Nami. I've probably picked her before in the past, but she's probably still currently one of the best supports in the game. You need to land her Q to make her effective so you get them in that Aqua Prison, but still, she is really fun to play. She's got good poke, and she's got a really good ultimate now that that's been buffed. I know it was a while ago when they buffed it, but it's still just really good. She's really strong if you play her fairly well. She will just win games. It's weird that you would think a support wins games as much as she does control bottom lane, but she really does rock out when she uses everything correctly. So play some Nami. It works out really well, and she's a good support. So if you've never played her and you do play support, you really need to try her out this week. Those are your free champions this week for week 36. It's actually one of the better, what I would call, free weeks in a while. It's hard for me to judge what a good free week is anymore because I own every champion, so I don't really care about free week because I don't need to, have them all. So, but if I had to just, off the top of my head, look at some of the last free weeks we've been playing, I'd say this is actually a really good week for people who don't own a lot of champions to try a lot of champions because none of these champions I'm looking at are bad champions. Like, when we get weeks with, like, Scion in them and Poppy and stuff that is not played so often because it's not currently in the meta, those are what I call not as good weeks. But this, right now, I can legitimately say that you can play any of these champions, and they're good champions to know how to play. So if you've never played any of these champions before, like I always say, you should try them out because they're good champions, all of them right now. So definitely do that. Play all those. Try the recommendations as well if you're looking for any of those roles I talked about. Those are going to help you out a lot. So go with some of that early. Right now, if there's any annotations around any of these pictures, you can click on any of them, and it will take you to a build video if there's one for them. I think we have builds for all these champions except for one right now, which I think we're actually in the middle of making. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. So go ahead and try that out, guys, and good luck out there this week on the Fields of Justice.